Hi, I'm Paul Miranda with Friday Night Glory. We're here live at North Crowley High School. I'm with head coach extraordinaire, my man Tommy Brakel. First day of practice. How are you feeling about your team so far?
I absolutely love the first day of practice. I don't think any coach is happy with their first team after one day, but a long way to go still. But it got a bunch of good kids, and they work hard for us, and I keep using the same word over and over again. They're pleasers. They want to please us. They want to do it the right way, and that's a lot of fun to coach a bunch of kids like that.
No doubt, no doubt. This time last year, a lot of expectations on where you guys were headed and so forth. Not as many from the Metroplex, if you will. What are your expectations from this team this year?
I mean, we have the same goals every year. That's to win a district championship, regional championship, and a state championship. And those may not be realistic goals for everybody, but typically we've been good enough to be in the conversation anyway. And so our goals really haven't changed much with this group. They're not the proven players that we had last year with that 2017 class, but they play well together. And you saw today in practice. This wasn't a one-day, first day of practice type thing. They play hard. And so if they're going to play that hard, play together, and be pleasers, I'll take my chances.
No doubt. That sky looks high for you guys right now, no doubt. The district, you guys have been pretty tough. Bowie's normally the top one, man, but they've kind of took some hits. We're losing Kyle Edwards to Finley Prep. What are you expecting as far as district foes? If you will?
I mean, it's been Bowie and Martin a year in and year out. That's our biggest challenges for the district championship. We've been lucky enough, whatever district we've been in the 19 years that the school's been open, we've won 15 district championships. So we're always right there in the mix. Arlington Bowie's got a great squad coming back. Kate Cunningham had a wonderful summer. Boy, is he going to be a great player. And then, there's always got so many athletes over there, and Gratz does a good job with them. They're going to defend. They're going to be tough. They're going to play hard. And then Arlington Martin, I mean, when you got 4,000 kids or whatever to choose from, you can find one or two that can play.
I think
he's got a 6'9" sophomore or something that's got a chance to be really good. A couple of really good guards coming back that can handle it. Pittman and some of those guys can really stroke it. So I think it'll be the three of us really challenging again. And then you've got Mansfield and Arlington Lamar is on the Coach is doing a real good job over there. And, it's really gotten to where it's a competitive enough district that anybody can get you on any given night. And it's a very well-coached district across the board.
Agree. Looking at your schedule, you got a tough schedule, man. Tell me a little bit about it.
We always have a tough schedule when you talk about tournaments. We're playing in the McDonald's tournament opening up down in the Pasadena, Houston area. And that's just a monster. You've been down there many times with us, so you know how tough that is to go down there and try to win that one. And then we're playing in the Doug McCutcheon tournament in San Angelo. And they've got teams from San Antonio, several from the Metroplex, El Paso, from all over the state also. And then I don't know that there's a tougher tournament in the state and maybe in the nation than the Whataburger tournament. Tom just keeps getting teams, and it's probably as loaded as it's ever been. Aside from that, and then of course the tough district play, we really made a little bit of an adjustment this year, and we're playing a lot of Fort Worth foes. And part of it was a lot of those Fort Worth programs are really on the come also. O.D. Wyatt is ranked top 15, 16 in the state. They've got some young athletes. Dunbar's Dunbar. And, we're a Fort Worth school. And even though we're Crowley ISD, all of our kids have Fort Worth city limit addresses.
No doubt.
And so, we want to kind of flex our muscle a little bit and say we're Fort Worth basketball. But when you schedule like that, you dang sure better go out and prove it.
You're right on that. Grant Sherfield, man. One of the top players in the state of Texas.
Absolutely.
Definitely one of the top in the country. What's it like coaching him? This is his junior year, man. It's your second year with him.
Right.
Any changes, anything different from him this year?
He's just continuing to grow up and develop as an all-around player. When he came to us last year, he was a phenomenal offensive player and could score it and create for others and do things. And but he would kind of lax a little bit on the defensive end, and we don't do that just a whole lot here. And boy, he does whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get on the floor, whatever it takes to help his team win. You name it. Grant Sherfield is a competitor, and there's a reason that he's ranked as high as he is in the state, in the nation, and getting recruited at the level he is. And we've got some banners up on the wall up there, some really good players in the past, and Grant's going to put his name right up there with the rest of them, I imagine.
Who else on this team shall we keep our lazy eye on. I like to say my lazy eye on.
Right. I'll tell you who had a really good summer. Taron Moffitt had a really good summer as a little guard. He's a little bit undersized, but boy, he's quick as a cat and can defend.
I wrote about him a couple of times.
And he can knock in jump shots. And I think Abel Hayes took 22 charges or something out here today. I mean, he's just a gritty player. He's the kind of kid that you can win a whole lot of high school basketball games with. I mean, and I could sit there and go down the list and name them all. Another one we're really excited about is Isaiah Crawford. Crawford's got a chance to be really, really good for us. He is a junior, but he's a young junior age-wise, and I really think that he's going to get up there, kind of that mid-major or even high-major type recruit.
Okay. Any predictions for you guys? I know you don't really like getting into prediction business as coaches, but what are you expecting?
You know, I think at the end of the year, I want to be able to step back and go, you know what, this was a team that wasn't the most experienced team, maybe not even the most talented team we've ever had, but we got these kids to overachieve. And if we can get these kids to overachieve, it may be a trip to San Antonio. It's definitely be a trip to the regional tournament because they're good enough. If they overachieve and play as a team, then they got a chance to do some nice things.
Region 1 is tough again.
Region 1 is loaded.
Always.
Always.
DeSoto's back.
Absolutely.
Who else? And Denton Guyer.
Denton Guyer's phenomenal. I mean, and then there's some teams out west that can really play too. El Paso Americas has got some guys. I think they went 30-something and 1 last year. You know, so it's not an easy track.
Amarillo too.
No, exactly. There's always 1 or 2 that'll creep up from out there.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I guess that's pretty much a wrap. And head coach Tommy Brakel, I'm Paul Miranda with Friday Night Glory. We're out.